Hey guys, today I am by myself. So I was going to do a DIY with you guys. Let me go ahead and get it set up here. So I have the camera on a tripod here, but I can still see your comments down here because I am going to go ahead and get that set up now. But I'm getting my iron warmed up because we're going to make some cute little purses and I'll show you those in just a second. So I'm super excited. Hi, a little surprise. How are you? Okay, so let me go ahead and show you what we're going to be making. So we're going to be making some doll purses. You can probably see on her, I have this like little crossbody that we're going to make. We also have some other ones that I made for the shop that I'm going to show you how to make. So we have this one, very, very cute little tote bag. And then we have some other little tote bags. This one was a mess up, but I thought I'd show it anyway. And I made this one into a diaper bag, but it is also a mess up. I kind of got this a little crooked, but I think we can fix that and do a different one. But the pocket does work. And then we have this one. And then this one is just one I made to show you guys how to sew the straps on after, if you don't want to sew them on before. And you can do these by hand or by machine. So I'll show you how I make them. Oh, hi Tina, how are you? And hi Gigi and Queen, how are you guys today? So I am going to start by, I'm going to actually use my machine first because I feel like just to get started, I think that will be the best bet, but you can definitely do these by hand as well. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to make it out of scraps. So any kind of scrap fabric you have laying around, or even if you have like an old t-shirt or something that you want to use, you can do that. It doesn't have to be anything in particular. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this Harry Potter fabric that I have. I have a little piece of it left. And what I'm going to do is go ahead and figure out how big I want this purse to be. So I think I'm going to do a tote bag. So I'm going to do a size like this first. So I'm going to put this up like that. And I think this is going to be about 2 inches. So I have 2 inches there, and I'm going to go ahead and cut this off. So it doesn't matter how big or small your piece is, just depends on how big you want it for what size doll. So I'm going to cut that off, and then now we want to, on the good side, we want to flip down the edges just a little bit and iron them so that we can sew those edges down. So what I'm going to do, actually, I'm sorry, I'm telling you the wrong way. You want to have it on the good side like this and put it over like this. So you just go ahead and iron that down. I don't want to spray the doll. Move your feet, girl. Okay. But yeah, I'm so glad you guys came. Yeah, I'll have the Harry Potter one in the shop as well. Oh, hi, Justin. How are you? So we're just going to flip that down, and then I'm going to do this to the side too. These are really, really simple to make. I actually made these just sitting here sewing one day, and I was like, you know what? I want a little purse or a little tote bag. Let me go ahead and do that. And I just grabbed some scrap fabrics like this, and I just started sewing. This one is my favorite size because it's like a crossbody, and they're so, so simple to make. I mean, seriously. So I have this like this. So this is all you need to start. And what we're going to do is make sure that we sew these ends here so they're not all like frayed or anything. So I'm going to do that real quick on the machine. I know, I can't believe that Tuesday is going to be the 62nd anniversary. It feels like, you know, it was just yesterday, it was the 60th anniversary. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this to sew. But before I do that, I do need to make sure I have my straps on. Now you can put your straps on before or after. It's up to you. I want to do it before because I only want one line going across. Let me see if I can show you. I actually don't have one that's going to show. Oh, I will here. So you see how it's just one line of thread? and it holds those straps in. That's how I want to do it, so that it's not too much thread. Yeah, I could do one with the leopard fabric. I'll do a little one out of that one. And I also want to make a diaper bag as well. So I have this for the diaper bag, which is like a yellow. Hi, Mary. Is that how you say your name? How are you? Okay, so let's see. We need our straps. Now for our straps, you can use any kind of ribbon. I'm going to be using this really tiny thin ribbon. You can use cording, you can use whatever you have on hand. This is supposed to be like a little craft that you can do when you just have extra supplies laying around. So I'm going to make my straps. Let me see if I can push this up so you can see. I'm going to make my straps because it's a tote bag, so I'm going to need 2. I'm going to make them 4 inches or around 4 inches. So we need to cut that down. And I'm going to make them, actually I don't want that color. I'm going to do silver. So I already have these cut. So you want to do 2 4-inch strips of ribbon. And what I like to do is take a lighter and just burn the edges. Not really burn them, but melt them so that it doesn't fray, which I think I've already done this to this one, but that's a good way to keep it from fraying. Hi, Daniel, how are you? So there's the straps. And so what we're going to do here is we're going to take one of our straps, and you can pin this in. I am the worst person when it comes to, like, I just sew kind of willy-nilly. I don't have like a perfect way of doing it, but I just like lay them on top of each other, and I just let this presser foot, or this little whatever this foot thing's called, hold it down. And so we have it like that. And then I'm going to start sewing. Of course, you need to backstitch a little bit there. And then I'm going to go about to here because I want to put my other strap. So I'm just going to flip it like so. So I'm just going to hold it with my finger, and then I'm just going to go across again. And then I'm going to back up. And then when you're done with that, now if you were doing this by hand, of course you could just sew across with your needle and thread. It would work either way. So we're going to do that on the other side as well. So that gave us a strap. So you can kind of see it coming together, because once we fold it, once the straps are on, we'll have like a little tote bag. So let me do that side. How is everyone doing today? Yeah, you know what? I usually I'm not a good sewer by any means. I'm not good at all. I can do like bedding and stuff like that, but I don't feel like I'm that great at sewing. But I've been practicing a lot, just sitting here with the machine, and I feel like the more I've practiced on just like little things like this, the better I've learned to do some things. So I just like doing it for the dolls, to be honest. I think I've made a couple things for the house, but not as much as I have for the dolls. So like I said, we're just doing that little edge again, and then we're going to take our ribbon. And you want to just kind of look at your other side and see about how far you have it. I know most people would probably pin this or something to hold it in, but it's just so tiny. I don't know how I would get a pin on it. So we're just going to sew this one on. And I need to put this one here. I'm not that good at like describing how to do these things, but I hope that I'm doing okay. So we're just going to go across here, and then we're going to back stitch again just to make sure that it's all closed up. And then I'm going to trim away these little strings because I want to get those off of there. I always have a mess on this table, so I apologize. And then what we're going to do is flip it good side to good side, like so. And then we're going to sew here and here. So we're going to go here. And I like to start from the bottom and go up, just because whenever I'm sewing here, I feel like the machine tries to suck it in. Oh, thank you. Yeah, you should definitely do that. I can sew by hand a little bit, but not that good. So that's why I was like, I'll show you on the machine, and then I'll also show you how you can do them by hand as well. So we're just going to sew straight up. I should have went back. I always forget to go backwards, but go straight up. And then I'm going to cut this, and I'm going to do it on this side as well. I don't know why I'm doing it that way. Okay, there we go. Now I think these would be pretty easy to do by hand too, because they're so tiny. So what I'm going to do is just trim away all of these little strings. I'm going to have to change my thread to do the other colors, but we're just going to cut off some of that bulk here on the edges. You don't want to cut it too close, but I try to cut some of it off so that I'm not leaving it too bulky in the inside when I flip it. Which this one's pretty good actually. It doesn't even need to be cut that bad. Okay, so that's what we have right now. So when we flip it, we'll have our little tote bag. So we just flip it inside outwards, well, right side outwards. And then I usually have a chopstick or something to push it down with. And you can see I didn't backstitch here, so it's starting to come undone. No! Let me go back on that one. This is why I'm scared to do DIYs, because I know, like, you know, you're gonna mess up. So it's gonna be like hard to show your mess ups, but you have to. So I'm just gonna sew that back. This happens to me a lot. I'll have to go back and add another stitch or something. Especially working with black thread on black fabric, because you can't really see it that well. Okay, so we're gonna flip this. Oh yeah, and I'll do that stop motion very soon, Daniel. Oh hey, Barbie Fun Day. Oh, there wasn't a giveaway, but you did get to come to the sleepover, so you did win something for coming. So anyways, this is a lot better now. The end was coming open. But all you do is flip it right side out, and you have your little tote bag for your dolls. And the ones that I'm putting in my shop are going to have like little decorations and stuff on it. But this is what they're going to look like. And what I like to do is I'm going to iron this flat just so it will kind of stay down a little bit. But these are really easy to make. Like I said, they might seem hard. I'm probably explaining it way too much, or, you know, wrong. I don't know. I suck at this. But I just love making stuff, and I always want to show you guys what I make. But trying to explain it is the part that I'm horrible at. So hopefully you guys kind of get how these are made. Super simple, like I said, and you have like a little tote bag. You can even add a pocket on here. I'm going to show you how to make that little crossbody because someone wanted to see the leopard. So let's do a leopard print crossbody like this because I think these are cute. So to do that, we're going to need 9 inches of ribbon. Now you don't have to do 9 inches. That's up to you, however long you want it on your doll. So let's go ahead and cut that out. And I guess for this one, we'll do black because I think black will go the best with it. You could do red too. I think red would be pretty. So we're going to do 9 inches. Hope you guys can see what I'm measuring here. So we're going to do 9 inches of ribbon. And you can do thicker ribbon if you need to. Yeah, I will definitely link, give you a link to the shop. Also this week, I just want to let you guys know, this week we are posting on Etsy. We're doing like a big restock because we wanted to get everything made first and then restock it. But some of these will be in the shop. Sorry, I have a mess up here. Some of these will be in the shop. I also made, let me see if I can get them for you. I'll show them to you because you probably want to see them. I made some backpacks, and they're going to go into the shop. Here's my little basket of goodies that I've been working on here and there. So I'll show you real quick. Let me get these dolls out of here. So I made some little backpacks for the dolls. Here, I'll show you on this girl because, well, one's in her foot. So I made these. See if you can see it. They're little backpacks. This one has glitter. The pockets do not work. I have some that have working pockets, but this one in particular doesn't. And I left them open, some of them. So I'll show you. Here's another one with like little rhinestones. I left some of them open just a little so you can throw stuff in it. And then some are open more, depending on which ones they are. My shop on Macari is called The Crafty Kitty. And this one I made last night, and I don't really like how it came out. So I don't know if I'm going to keep that one in my shop. It's probably going to be going in like a lot or something just to give away. So there's that one. I'll show you all the ones I've made. And I'll do a little DIY on these as well. There's the mermaid one. This one actually opens. You can actually flip it down and put stuff in it all the way. And I tried to make like little fake pockets. This is what the back looks like. And then I made this one, which is a little unicorn one. And each one fits different dolls. So there's some that fit Skipper and then some that fit Barbie. This one's one of my favorites. I know it's kind of simple. This one's a mini backpack purse and it's a heart. Let me see if I can put it on one of the dolls to show you. So you just put this up here. They are kind of hard to get on at first on some of these dolls that are like stiff. So, okay, there we go. Get it on her shoulder. So there's her little backpack. I think that's so cute. And then there's a little hole in the top so she can put stuff in it if she wants. Just something cutesy that you can put on the dolls just for fun. So I made that one. I also made a llama one, which I love this little llama one. Came out really cute. This one's another favorite of mine. It's just a plain heart gemmed backpack. I think it's really pretty. I love this. And then also this one does open too, and you can put stuff in it if you want. And the last one I have over here, I have some more made. These are just some of them, is like this little gothic, creepy skeleton one, which I think is so cool. Yeah, I really like this one. This one's really cool. And it has like the little ribbon, and of course you can put stuff in them too. So those are just some little backpacks that are going to be in the shop that are coming out. And then of course I've been working hard on jewelry. As you can see, I have a big pile of jewelry. I haven't put it in my little container yet, but I've made so much jewelry. I even made these earrings she has on, these little, well, they're big pom-pom earrings. So I've been working on things here and there, trying to get things done for the restock because it's so many little things that I have to make. Yeah, they're really cute. I really like them. That one's my favorite too, the heart with the little gems. It is so cute. Okay, so we're going to finish our little bag. Did I cut my string? Oh, yeah, I did. Okay, so like I said, we're going to use 9 inches of ribbon. I'm going to go ahead and melt these ends a little bit so it doesn't fray. Okay, and you wanted to see a leopard print, so let me get this leopard print one done. So depending on how big we want it, we'll probably do one like this size. So I'm going to fold it over about there. So let's see, 2 inches. So 2 inches again. And we're just going to cut that. Like I said, these don't have to be perfect because when you sew them, you can sew them straight. So there's our piece of fabric. So our fabric is 3.5 inches by 2 inches. And I'm just going to iron it real quick. We're going to iron those edges. So we're going to take and flip it over where the good side's facing down, and we're going to flip over a little bit of an edge so that we can sew that piece down. I need to get a smaller iron. This iron's kind of big, but put that edge over. Now this one's a little bit different how you make it, but it's still simple. Like the ribbon part is different only, but the bag itself isn't any different. Okay, so now I have that. I'm gonna take it over to the sewing machine. Now, if you were sewing this by hand, you would just sew here and sew here. But as you were sewing by hand, you would need to sew one piece on here, and that's it, just one of the pieces of ribbon. And then on the other side, opposite side, you would put this piece. I'll show you on the sewing machine how it goes. So we do it like we do the tote bag. Oh, it is 2:32 p.m. here. We're going to take one piece of our ribbon and we're going to put it under here. This one's a little longer, so I just got to make sure I got it. Come on. They're so tiny. Okay, so we have our ribbon on one side, and we're going to sew across like we did earlier. And we're just going to go straight across. We're not going to add this piece like we did with the handle, just one piece. Okay. Uh-oh. After we do that, we're going to flip it over to this side. So we're going to work on this side now. And with this ribbon, you want to make sure it's straight and it's not like twisted. We're going to put it on this end. So you want it on the opposite end, like that. Make sure my ribbon's under there. I don't think it is. There's probably an easier way to hold this on here. Okay. All right, so let me cut these strings and I'll show you. So we have one here and one strap here. Now you can trim off this like little extra bit if you want. I leave it just in case, but that's what it looks like right now. I need to cut some of this string off. So that's what it looks like now. And remember, we're going to flip it to good side so that we can sew it. You can just move that out of the way. So we want it like this, and we're going to sew up this way and this way so we can make the purse. And I think I'm going to add a ribbon on this one too, just for fun. I don't know where my like little sewing scissors are. Oh, it's 9 p.m. there? Wow. Thank you so much. No, I'm actually not making a mask. Now, I did make a lot of masks in the beginning of the pandemic. And donated them. So I'm kind of masked out. I mean, I make a couple here and there for myself, but or family, but goodness, I've made so many of those. I'm like, I'm done with masks for a while. So we're just sewing up that other side again. Okay. So we have it done. We're just going to clip away some of these strings. And like I said, these are really simple. I might be explaining it a little too much, but it looks like that. And then you have these little sides that kind of stick out a little bit. I'm going to trim those down just a little, like I said, to get rid of some of the bulk when I flip it. So I'm just going to cut that and cut this. Sorry about that. And cut this like this here. Okay. So now that we did that, now all we got to do is flip it. So let's flip it and see what our purse looks like. I wish I would have brought I have a chopstick that I use for flipping these so that I can get in the corners. I guess I can use these scissors. Just have to be really careful. And this fabric here is a little bit thicker than the cotton fabric, so it's a little bit harder to flip, but it's going to look really cute, I'm sure. I haven't made any leopard ones other than one tote bag, I think. Okay, get those corners out. Sorry about that. I knew my phone would ring at some point. So there is our little bag. I think it came out really cute. So we have our little crossbody, and I'll try it on the doll so you can see it. It's kind of like our little blue one. I'm going to go ahead and iron it though really quick, just so that it'll lay flat. And I might add something to this later and show it to you guys, because I have to get to the gym soon, but I'll show you on the doll. I just wanted to jump on here and show you what I was making because I worked on these this morning, but I thought, you know what, I kind of want to make a couple more before I go. So here it is on the doll, and you just put her arm through like that. Let me stand her up. This is my mini me. So she's in her gym clothes, but there's your little purse. I think it came out really cute. And then of course they can put their hands in it and pull out like their phone or whatever you have. I just think they're so fun and very, very simple to make. Like I said, I think so anyway. And even if you sew these by hand, they would probably take, what, 5 or 10 minutes to make, if that. So it's something you guys can do like during quarantine and stuff, just to kind of stay busy. Look at my foot, it's backwards. But I think they're fun. They're really cute. I do want to try to show you how I do a diaper bag. I'm not going to sew it right now because I do have to get going soon. But I do want to show you how it's made. That way, in case you guys want to make one eventually. And we will make more. I'll come back and make some more because I have a couple that I was working on before. This one, and I had this one already ironed out. So we'll come back later at a later time and I'll show you some more stuff that I make. But I'll show you how you can make a diaper bag because I really want to make a diaper bag out of these too. So this is just some scraps of fabric I had left over from bedding. And I'm just going to cut this piece in a strip. I'm not really worried about it being like perfect, but I just need a little bit of it. Okay, so there's my strip there. And since I'm doing a diaper bag, I kind of want it to be a little bit wider. So let's do about 2 inches again, but this one is 2.5 inches wide. Okay, so we're going to fold it up to about 2 inches and then we're going to cut it like we did last time. And then this is going to be a pocket. So we're going to make a pocket on the front, kind of like we did here. But this one's kind of crooked. I know. I tried. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out a piece, and I am going to glue down the sides, the edges, because I don't think I could sew them down that great. And we're just going to try this. So that's what I did with that one. I just glued the sides down. I'm going to cut this. And then I'm just going to take some tacky glue and see if I can get it to work here. I don't know what kind of glue you guys use, but I tried the fabric glue and it works way less better than this one. So I just went back to just plain old tacky glue. I'm doing good. How are you? Hey, Lynn. How are you? We're just making some little bags. I actually have to go to the gym here soon, so I'm going to have to go, but I just wanted to stop in and show you guys how I make these little bags for the shop. In case you guys wanted to make yourself one or buy one in the future, you'll know how they're made. Most of the stuff I make takes more like detail work, but these are just something simple that I came up with using some scrap fabric, and it's a good way to get rid of like old t-shirts or anything you have you can use for these little bags, like even if it's old clothes. So it's a good way to use up some old fabrics and stuff, or scraps. Okay, so I just need to fold over these corners, and I'm going to try to make this a working pocket. That's why I'm trying to like look neat, but I am horrible at sewing on pockets, so I'll have to figure that out eventually. Because I'm still a beginner, I can sew certain things more professionally, but when it comes to like small things, they're just so hard. They really are hard to make. But we've almost got our pocket ready. And it doesn't need to be glued perfectly because it needs to be straight, but it doesn't need to be like completely stuck down. Just long enough to hold it in place because we are going to sew around it. And I bet you this would probably be better to do by hand, but I'm not sure. I'm going to try it on the machine and see how we can do this, if it comes out good. Because the first time I did it, it didn't come out that great. Okay, so we have our pocket. Let me see if I can find my, oh, here it is. So for our pocket, we are going to put it on the front of our bag. Let's see how I want it. I want it to be like this, like on the front of the diaper bag. So I'm going to sew this on before I even sew down the corners and stuff, just because I think it'll be the easiest. But before I do that, I have to change the thread. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we got not the new OMG Dance dolls, but we got the little miniature ones. Let me show you. I don't know if you got to see it last night. She was actually still sitting on the floor from last night. We did get little OMG ones. I mean, not OMG, but LOL dolls. They're cute. This is the only one I've gotten so far from that Dance line. And she is really cute. I like that they glow. Okay, Gigi, thank you for coming. Oh, that would be awesome. Lyric, thank you. But I will definitely give you all the information on my shop and stuff. And plus, if you guys, like if you're subscribers of the channel, I'll give you a discount too. Because I feel like you guys are so sweet to even think about buying something from me. That I will definitely have to give you a little discount or something, or throw in some freebies. So I'm going to change the thread on my machine. I'm going to do white because I don't want to use the black for this yellow one. Let's move that aside. I am a messy crafter. I don't know about any of you guys, but it seems like my like crafting area is a mess when I'm crafting, but then afterwards I I clean it all up eventually. But during the craft, I'm just until we're done. I just work better with everything close by. Oh, I forgot. I don't have any white under thread. That's okay. I'm going to keep the black under thread, I think, because I don't think I have one pre-rolled. Darn. I don't think so. So that's okay. We'll just work with what we have here. I usually have them pre-set, but my thread here is black as well. And this machine actually has a threader that helps you thread the needle, but I end up messing up with it. I end up doing that, threading it myself a little bit better. Making sure you guys can see the sewing machine. Okay, we're going to attempt this. I'm not good at making pockets, but so what I'm going to do is I'm going to move it to about right here, and I'm going to hold it on, try to hold it on straight. And I'm going to sew down like in a U shape. I'm going to sew a U shape, but I'm going to start here. Let's hope it works. Cross your fingers. Oh my gosh. Oh. Okay, let's turn it. Oh no, the black thread's showing through. Oh well, this will be a practice one. How about that? I'll have to go back and do another one because this one is going to look kind of weird with the black thread through. But at least we'll know how it looks. Oh, and I messed up that little corner. It actually came out okay, the pocket. It's just, you're gonna see. Look at that thread. It shows through like the black. So if I would have did completely white thread, that would have came out good. Darn it. Oh well, we're gonna still continue. I'll show you how to make the diaper bag. This one can just be for fun. Maybe I can put later, just to save this one, maybe I can take some of this ribbon and like glue it around the edge. Yeah, I can do that just to save it, because I hate throwing things away, especially like stuff I've made. So let's get these little threads out the way and we will do that. And then I will have to go to the gym for a little bit. But thank you guys for coming in and seeing the little DIY. I'm going to have some more DIYs that don't deal with the sewing machine because I know some of you don't have one, and some of you don't like to sew or anything like that. So if you have any ideas of DIYs that you do like to do or things you want to see, definitely let me know and I will do those for you guys. So we're just going to go ahead and continue with this one, even though it's kind of messed up. That's okay. So I'm just going to fold this over. Okay. Did I do it the right way? Yeah. And I did realize that even the top layers are going to be kind of weird because of that thread. But it's okay. We will put some different thread in when I make the ones for the shop. These are just some that I'm showing you guys, like practicing how to make these. Okay, so we have our pieces folded over. And we're going to go ahead and sew. Black's going to show on this end probably, but that's okay. We'll try it anyway. You love to sew, really? Oh, and hold on, let me do this too because I forgot to do it last night. Tina, you should have a wrench now. I gave a couple people one because I didn't have many moderators in here. So, all right, let's try this. Let's see what happens. Oh, my machine's already eaten it. Okay. Yeah, you're going to see the polka dots, but like I said, I'll probably go back and fix this one later. At least you guys can see where the thread is for it, because if I did it in white, you probably wouldn't be able to see it, but see how it's leaving polka dots? Oh no. but that's okay. Now we're going to do that other side. We're just sewing down the edge. And if you want to do these for like American Girl dolls and different dolls, you definitely can. You do it the exact same way, but you do it with a bigger piece. So instead of this tiny piece, you would just use a bigger piece. You'd probably use like 6 inches by 3 or 4 inches, depending on how wide you wanted it. Okay, so that's done. We're going to add our straps in just a second. I have to cut those though. All right, so we're going to do 4 inches of straps. You can even make these bigger if you wanted it to go on her shoulder, which I think most of mine can. Sorry if this is boring, guys. I am not that great at like doing tutorials, but I thought this would be something fun you guys might want to try later. Okay, there's my straps. I'm going to go ahead and sew those on. Like I said, this one's kind of messed up, but I will post a picture later of me fixing it, and that way you guys can tell me if it looks better once I add the little ribbon and stuff to hide the thread. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and sew on our straps, or handles. I can get this to stay. Okay, there's one strap. Now our next strap. I'll have to cut all those off in a sec. Yeah, I like, you know, have you ever tried doing like a custom extra doll? We're actually making custom number 3 doll because we couldn't find her in stores. So we started making our Barbie extra, and I haven't finished the DIY on her, but I did do the hair portion. So maybe soon I can show you what she looks like, because I'm still working on her. Little by little. I'm working on a lot of little things at a time. I probably need to get more organized, but I just can't do one thing at a time. I like to multitask. And I know this is going to look awful with the string, but it's still going to be cool once it's done. I think this is the worst one I think I've made because of those threads, but you get the idea. So we're going to just flip good side to good side again. And I'm going to sew this, and then I will try to fix it up later and add some like little embellishments, but I'll show you what I'm going to do ahead of time. Oh, no. My machine likes to eat the little small things sometimes. All right, don't eat it. Just sew it. There you go. Okay. It tried to. No. Okay. So this one is very messy, as you can tell. But we're going to fix it up. So this one's definitely not going to be one in the shop. This one's just a practice one. Because the diaper bags, I'm still like practicing, trying to learn them. But I'm going to show you guys how I try to make them at least. So we're just going to flip this one inside out, or right side out. Move this over. You don't have a sewing machine? That's okay. Oh, hi, Jay. How are you feeling? And hi, Marna. Okay, this one came out horrible, so please don't judge me. Because this one was just practice, but that would be what the diaper bags kind of would look like, except for this thread would not be black. It would be white, or yellow, something that would match. But even then, I think it would be a cute diaper bag. And then the pocket, of course, would work. So you could add like a little baby bottle or something in it. I have one here. Come here, little baby bottle. So you can add like little baby bottles and things inside of the little diaper bag. I think it would be cute. I just need to keep practicing this pattern, because right now I don't have it down. I only have the other two kind of worked out. But I think it would be cute, even if I have to sacrifice this one somehow, because like I said, I don't like throwing away things. Maybe I could just take some ribbon and glue it on here somehow, or sew it on here. I don't know, something to kind of hide those, that black thread. But it's worth it for a little test run. So that's what I would do for the diaper bags or the tote bags that you want a little pocket on. And then the like regular tote bags, and then you have the little crossbodies, which the crossbodies are my favorite. So that's pretty much all the ones that I have made so far. And I just wanted to show you guys what they looked like, because I am not that great at it. Oh yeah, maybe like put a little bumblebee. That's a good idea, Marna. Put a bumblebee or like a little black and yellow bow. I've got a lot of these like little, I guess they're like little flowers and bows. I have so many of these. I just threw these in a little bag, but some of them are a little large, but even one of these I think would be cute on it, just as a little accent. I think I have some yellow ones as well. So even like a little flower. Some of the ones that are going in my shop will have like little flowers or bows or little things like that, just to give it a little extra something. But you can make some really like this, and it's super, super simple. Like I said, it's just scraps that I had laying around. I mean, these were from like pillow sets that I was making, and I just kept the little pieces, and just sew on some ribbon and make a little tote bag. And even if you wanted to, you could sew it without, if you didn't want to have to fumble around with the ribbon. Here's one that I sewed without the ribbon. So you're just going to sew the little pouch, and then you can go on later and you can sew on your ribbon. I have my ribbon everywhere right now, but you could just like hand sew this little ribbon on however you wanted. I think it would be a little bit easier for you to see it and also get it where you want it. So if you wanted to do it that way, that's even simpler, I think. I've just been trying to practice this, and I thought, I'm going to show you guys, even though I'm not a pro at this, it is something fun that I'm learning to do, and I thought it would be something fun you guys would enjoy, especially because right now, crafting is like my favorite thing to do. Yeah, the leopard print one is my favorite too. I'm doing good. How are you? Yeah, the little leopard print one we made in this video, someone requested the leopard print one, so we made that one. And I just think they're fun. I mean, there's a lot of like little DIYs and stuff that I do. I'm just so scared to tell you guys how I do them, because I'm the type of person that I fumble around like with my words, and I mess up stuff as I'm going, like sewing wise, because I'm not like a pro. Like even with this machine, I'm still learning things about this machine, because I had a regular machine before. This one's a like digital one, but my other one was just a really cheap machine, and it was like basic, and now this one has like all these buttons that I don't even know what they do. So I'm trying to learn, and I love that you do oh, thank you, Marna. Yeah, sure, I'll do more DIYs. Like I said, I do a lot of DIYs. like I was showing you earlier, the little backpacks I made all these by hand, and I don't have like, I didn't look these up on Pinterest or anything. I just sat here and said, you know what, I want a mini backpack. So I made this mini backpack purse out of foam and some ribbon, and that's it. And I made a bunch of these. I have tons of those that I sat and made. I just sit here and I put down stuff that I want to use. It could be ribbon or like scrap fabric, and I'll say, okay, I need to use up this stuff, these supplies. Let's figure something out to do with them. So I really like this. I like how, oh no, the bottle flew out. I like how this diaper bag came out. I want to make it for the Skipper dolls. So I might actually do the bumblebee theme like you said. I hate that I didn't change my thread color here, because if it was all white or yellow or something, I think it would have been not as hard to see. It would be easier to see, or harder to see. You know what I mean. Oh, yeah, I'll definitely do more. And thank you guys for coming to hang out with me for a little bit while I did this. Also, I did want to mention one more thing, because I do have to get to the gym in a few minutes, because I'm usually going about 3:30. But I want to real quick before I go, because I'm going to have a mess to clean up later. And if you have any questions about how these are made, again, I don't mind going over it in like a video and actually making a video so I can kind of tell you guys a little bit better, because I feel like I stumble over words and explain things weird. But if you have any like white fabric like this, just plain old white fabric that, you know, is scraps, this is all scraps, what you can do, and I'm going to do this later, is you can take this and make you a little bag like this out of it, or even the little crossbody bag like this. Don't worry about, you know, sewing on a pocket or anything, because you can actually take paint and you can paint on a design. So if you want to make a design on there, or you can even use a heat bond, and you can take it and put ribbon on too. So you could just do like little designs on it with brush or whatever. I've made a couple, you'll see in a DIY that I'm coming up with soon. Not a DIY, a room that I made. I did a little DIY on some pillows like that. So it's just a fun little way to use these scraps of white, because I always have so many scraps of fabric, and there's no point in throwing them all away. So guys, thank you so much for coming to hang out with me. I'm going to come around to the other side, but I really appreciate you guys coming to hang out with me and watch me do this DIY. I hope I explained it okay. Like I said, I get a little bit nervous and I don't think I'm explaining it right, and I feel bad, but I hope you guys enjoyed it and had fun, because I did. And next time I do a DIY, we will go ahead and plan it ahead of time, because this was just a spur of a moment kind of thing. I'm working on things for the shop. So thank you so much. I hope you guys have fun riding your bikes, and I definitely will. I love going there, and I will see you guys very soon with another video. Bye guys.